Welcome everyone to your Mercury retrograde reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button. Okay, this is going to be a two-part reading over here. First, we're going to get straight into the collective of the basics of what this Mercury retrograde is bringing to the table for the whole collective. And then at the end, I will do your sign, okay, to see how that's going to affect you and your sign. Okay, so let's get in here. Table's already set. It's talking about that Mercury retrograde, which starts in Aries, okay, on the 15th of March, and then we'll move into Pisces on the 29th, and then it will be over on April 7th, where it will go back direct. And of course, it will stay in Pisces, excuse me, while it's going direct. So we have some energies coming through. So this energy is saying Mercury retrograde in this sign of Aries as we speak is hot-tempered, argumentative, right? Impulsive energy. Okay. Going to have a hard time right now with decisions, right? What's going on? So watch for those tempers to fly, whether it's from you or someone around you. Okay, so we're talking about that Mercury. So no matter what, we're talking about those miscommunications, technology, meltdowns, deliberating headaches. A lot of people get headaches around this time as well. So if you know that you're prone to headaches, that could also be from that Mercury retrograde. Overthinking situations. Be careful of that as well. Aries is also about taking that action. So it might make you feel like you must respond to things immediately. Okay, or others are all of a sudden feeling like they should respond to you immediately. So however it's going to be, especially when you know that it doesn't have to be immediate, but you might feel like, you know what, I have to go now. That's that impulsive action taking place. Okay, so let's see. Get us a couple of cards over here on this Mercury. Yeah, that confusion coming in, difficult decisions weighing you down. So, you know, it's a good time right now to just avoid people who want to confuse you, right? Confusion, blurring the lines between what is going on and what's not going on. And you're going to get that a lot when it's in Pisces anyways. You know, once it gets into Pisces, it's going to even be different because now it's going to blur the line between what's fact and what's fantasy, right? So let's see over here. This is a great time for learning new things. Okay, just be careful about your communication because there is going to be a lot of miscommunication. You know, if you guys are planning things, make sure that you are always a half an hour, you know, ahead of schedule, 15 minutes to a half an hour ahead of schedule because of traffic or jams or this or that. Right? So make sure that you are, you know, taking that logic, okay, and using it to the best of your knowledge, especially because when it comes into Pisces, that logic is going to take a back seat. Okay, so let's see. Going straight to Aries over here. Absolutely. But it can be a great time for learning new things as long as you're giving yourself, you know, those extra moments just to really, you know, take extra time and just slow down and don't be too impulsive because there's going to be a lot of restless mental energy going around. So on the Aries over here, it's about that challenge. Putting up a challenge, you might feel like there's a lot of competition around you. You might even feel like you have to protect your energy. Please do protect your energy during this Mercury retrograde, as all Mercury retrogrades, right? Have this way of doing things. So this is where you're going to find that I need to maintain some control within this situation. There it is, overcoming some obstacles. Yeah, definitely. You're going to have a lot of energy swirling around you. So you might definitely be feeling like, hey, you know what? Why does everybody want to argue with me? Okay, so absolutely. So you definitely want to ground yourself. Okay. And going straight into this Pisces. This Pisces is talking about, yeah, now when it starts moving into this Pisces, you can feel like, oh, okay, here comes that fog machine. Everything's my anxiety is rising. Clarity is now becoming confusion. There's that, like I said, blurring between, those, what's fact, what's fantasy, what's real, what's rose-colored glasses. You might even be getting that effect for some of you of where did I put my glasses? Oh my God, I lost my keys. Just literally the fog machine over here going off. So, okay, so yeah. And definitely feeling like there's a lot of emotions coming out as well. So also watch those emotions. People are going to be in high emotions anyways, but it just feels like over here everybody wants to argue. Everybody wants to, debate their opinion. It's my way, the highway, right? And then over here it's like over emotions coming through, which then causes all this confusion. And it's like, come on, Mercury's already making, enough confusion as it is. Now, instead of tempers flying, everybody wants to be sad, right? Confused, over emotional, sensitive. Why are you so sensitive? Right? Because now it's going to bring that all in as this sensitivity, as it is, making closure, as it's starting to end. Wow, I like that. It's saying now I'm ending. Now this cycle of the Mercury retrograde is ending. But it's also going to allow you to make endings as well. So that's where we're going to start right now and say, okay, so how is it going to affect you, my friends? Okay. Okay, Taurus, let's look and see what's going on. Getting straight into how this is going to affect you personally, and then what you need to know. So let's grab a couple of cards here. Okay, what do we got here? Sorry, guys. Let's see. They're round, so it makes it a little hard. Sorry about the noise there. But you do have the dimensional of air, as ceaseless beginnings. Ooh. I do like that, though, because it says, hey, you know what? If you need a fresh new start, that's fine. Let's get going on this fresh new start. This is the energy of the dimensional expanse embodied into the interconnected intelligence. Because this is where that newness becomes like almost that every moment thought, and then all of a sudden things become revealed to you. Okay. This is, actually asking you, in what ways can I begin right now, no matter where I am within any kind of experience? So it's like, no matter where you stand, no matter what you're doing at this time, you can actually, ask yourself your own questions, get the answers that are needed to either start or fix whatever it is that you need to fix at this time, right? Because even if you're fixing something, the greatest thing about fixing something is it will be kind of like starting fresh. It means you don't have to scrap everything, but you are adding new seeds. You are adding new ideas to fix something. So that's very good. Okay, so let's see. So it's saying right now is this, yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh, I'm just pulling those cards. I mean, just right out. What is next to it when I pull the deck? Memories. Yes. Having maybe even some nostalgic feelings of how I'm going to get this going. Maybe it was working in the past and it's not working now. So you need to get in there and say, hey, you know what? How do I make this better? How do I make this kind of like it was in the past, but much better? Because, even if we did something amazing in the past and it doesn't work now, you want to get in there, replant those seeds, but with higher hopes, right? With higher hopes of it working better than before, right? Not always just the same, but how about better, right? So it's saying, yes, there's going to be this nostalgic moment that you're having for this new beginning as you have the Wheel of Fortune to the King of Cups. So it's talking about keeping yourself emotionally balanced at this time, keeping yourself very diplomatic and in control of the situation. If this Mercury retrograde wants to start, pushing and pulling on your emotions, which more than likely it does, or somebody, maybe even from your past, keeps pushing and pulling on your emotions, it's saying, where are you, Taurus? Where are you staying? Right? What are you tolerancing? Where's your tolerance? Where's your balance? right? So keeping yourself, going strong over here, not allowing people to frustrate you. Okay, allowing that wheel of fortune and that karma to go away, allowing this good fortune to come towards you, really balancing out the situation. So there is going to be a lot of balance when it comes to this situation, knowing where it is you want to go. Keeping, could even be a friendship that you're having an issue with, and it's like, hey, you know what? Let's look at this friendship. Consider where your friendship is, recognize what you didn't see before on this situation. Is this good enough? Or do they have my back? Do they have, my best interest? Absolutely. Feeling very ambitious and a little impulsive right now, with that Knight of Swords coming in. It just feels like if you're dealing with someone over here, it could be a Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio, or a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. But I will tell you one thing. If you had turned blind eyes towards this person once before, I tell you, on your personal relationship, it's definitely going to say, I'm starting to see this ongoing pattern. I'm starting to see this situation come up more, as I'm not ignoring it anymore. It's like right in my face, because your emotions are right stable. So you're going to start seeing things that maybe you never noticed before, and realizing as you go back within your mind, oh my gosh, you've done this before. I wasn't super aware of it before, but now I'm starting to see this pattern. I'm starting to see what you've done to me before, and I'm starting to notice what's going on. This is because, remember, it's going to hit in the March 29th through the 7th. It's going to be in your, right, it's going to be in your 11th house, okay, of where your dreams and wishes come true. So you're really looking for that Wheel of Fortune. In the very beginning of March 15th, March 15th, when it starts, it's going to be right in Aries. So it's going to be in your 12th house of what's overwhelming you. So you're definitely going to know what's overwhelming you, Taurus. You're going to say, this is what's overwhelming me. I have to get through this energy. By the time the Pisces comes, it comes into Pisces in your 11th house, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is where everything's coming true. This is where my wishes are being granted. This is where I'm starting to see everything, coming back around for me, and really being in High Priestess mode. Wow. So absolutely. Senseless beginnings. Wow. That card just like knocked it all out, because now it's saying you're really focused on what you need for your prosperities. What was hurting me in my 12th house, what's overwhelming me, and then going straight into that 11th house of, oh my God, this is, once I get through what's overwhelming me, my good luck comes in. Because that's where your wishes are granted, right? So yeah, there's going to be some struggles mentally to acknowledge certain things. Plant those seeds though, my friends. You've got this. Just watch for those ongoing patterns, because that's where you're going to break some kind of karmic trench with somebody or something. Okay, maybe two in one. Okay. Beautiful reading, my friends. Until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.